and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad, today we're going to talk about some little known tips to improve your slouched bad posture.
What are you talking about, Bob?
Look how good my posture is right now, because this is one of the tips we're going to cover.
Okay,
here.
excellent.
So this is a device, it's called the posture supporter. Easy enough, right?
Sure.
And it's from OPTP. In fact, I think it's called the OPTP.
Which is a company that sells orthopedic.
A lot of rehab equipment.
Right.
We're big fans. We actually have our own product there now, but we'll talk about this one time.
They do sell good quality products. You don't have to worry about getting something from them that is, when you get it, it's junk.
It's not going to be subpar, yeah.
Right.
And I have to be honest, Brad, I was the biggest skeptic of this. I honestly did not think this had any value whatsoever. By the way, this needs to be pulled down a little bit.
Sure.
Because my thought was that if you put something on like this and it's giving you resistance here, it's actually strengthening the muscles pulling you over.
Sure.
But it doesn't do that. It sets you back.
Right.
And I put this on immediately. It pulls me back and it puts me in good posture.
Right. So the whole idea with posture is getting the shoulders back and the head in the right position as far as from the trunk up. And this, in my mind, I'm thinking it doesn't necessarily physically pull you back. It's that reminder that, oh yeah.
And that's so I had my wife try it.
Yep.
And first off, I could see physically she looked better.
Yep.
I mean, she was working at the computer and I go, Linda, try
You're
this
getting
one.
on some
Pretty thin ice, yeah.
thin
I'm going to
ice.
go be breaking through the ice here in just a minute. But she agreed, though. And now this isn't something you're going to want to wear at work. Though
Right.
Brad, unless you have it under a suit coat or something.
Exactly.
But you can definitely, and they recommend wearing it for like 2 or 3 hours to start off with, and eventually you can wear it all day. But I'm going to keep it by my computer, and I'm just going to put it on.
Yep.
And when I'm at my computer, because I know I tend to start creeping into that slouch position.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
should we show how to put it on real quick, Brad? So here's one of them.
That's what it looks like.
This part goes to the back. The cross goes to the back.
Exactly.
So he just slides in
One
here,
there.
slides in there.
You got to take your time a little bit so the
Get the pads are right.
The straps don't get twisted and that type of thing.
And then this part comes around.
It's definitely easier to do with a second person, but you can do it by yourself with a little
Now they have different sizes, 27 to 29 inches, the extra small, and they go all the way up to 43 to 45, the extra large. So I don't know, what am I, Brad? Am I a 45?
45, 50, something like that.
Cost is $27.45 is what I saw. I'm sure there's little variations on that.
Sure.
So good price for posture, I think, Brad.
it really, you can just feel it. Get those shoulders back where you want.
All right, our second tip, Brad, and let's go right into that, is before we do, Brad, a lot of you are new to our channel. If you want to just take a second, we have a subscribe button right over there, Brad. You want to point to it, it's on the screen. We upload a video every day, 7 days a week. We are the hardest working people on the internet, Brad.
Say no more, Bob.
Yep, and so we provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we'd love to have you come aboard.
Yep, push that button.
All right, the little thing about posture, Brad, is that sitting shapes your posture for standing and everything else.
Sure.
And we have become a sitting society.
Right.
And so you really need to correct your posture with sitting.
With the
whatever it
advent of the
takes.
computer 30 years ago becoming prevalent, it's taken over
Let's
so
talk
much.
about the computer. First off, you want to make sure the screen is going to be up high enough that it almost probably the top of the screen is with the top of the head.
Yep.
So your eyes are visioning right into the middle of the screen. If the screen is low, what am I going to do, Brad?
Your everything follows.
Yeah, I'm going to be down like this, watching the screen. And the other thing is, if my arms are up like this, you tend to start going like this too. You fatigue. So your keyboard needs to be down here.
Right.
Almost like your arms are a little. The forearms are even a little bit below level. A lot of times are good.
I got to bring this point up because this is what's happening to me. I've got my keyboard down, I got my screen up, and I'm getting pain in my back and in my neck, and I couldn't figure it out. And I realized with my cheaters, I wear cheater glasses.
That's the problem.
I have to get my head so that it focuses properly.
Yeah.
So I've got to get new glasses. I got to get a different magnification so I can sit up and read it easily.
That's exactly
It's kind of
right.
one of those hidden things if you're 45 or over and you start getting cheaters.
Yep. And the other thing is, if you have a laptop, Brad, real problem, because the laptop's going to be here, your keyboard's right here. We really recommend if you're gonna have a laptop, put it up on a stand and then have a separate keyboard.
I've got a laptop. My laptop's on a 6-inch box. For $20, I paid for a cordless keyboard and mouse that I sit down, and they work wonderful.
So is that what you say? We're saying we eat our own breakfast? I mean, the food that we make? Isn't there some type of
We
saying
eat
like
something,
that?
yeah.
All right.
Cheerios.
So you want to make sure, the other thing with posture, Brad, is that, quite often you do want to use some type of lumbar roller, so some type of support. You can take a roll towel. There's a towel right over there, Brad.
Oh, I knew we had it.
So a lot of people, to prevent slouching, what's nice is just to get a roll towel. Now, you can buy a lumbar support too, but I'd start off by just rolling up a towel to see how you like it.
Exactly.
And a lot of times I like it a little bit lower even, and, right up against almost what we call the sacrum.
Right,
Brad.
so belt line a little bit lower.
Yeah, and that just locks my back in and gives me a good
It's right
posture.
there. Here, move that arm forward.
Yep.
There we go.
And it prevents me from slouching like this, Brad.
Yep.
It's a good reminder, especially in the car too, because a lot of us drive a long ways
Sure.
now, Brad. So you need to make sure that your posture is being corrected in there too. You just wanted to do that, didn't you?
You couldn't take
He's been
it.
waiting for that. So, all right, let's talk about standing posture, Brad.
Okay.
Again, a lot of times you've been sitting all day, and a lot of times Lonnie's going to have to slowly get up here.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what we see is people get, they're trying to find stability, Brad. So what they do is they lock. They lock everything. So they lock their knees.
Down here, knee joints.
They lock their hips by letting they go into full extension like this.
You have to get that sway back.
And look people think that this back is really rounded out, and actually everything's kind of flattened out here.
Right.
That's another story for another time. But what you want to do to correct standing posture is, one, make sure you don't lock your knees. So you're going to have a slight bend to them. And you want to do a staggered stance. You just want to have one foot slightly in front of the other.
Sure.
And you're going to kind of rock back on the one foot and then lean forward. So you're a little bit leaning forward. And as soon as you lean forward, that straightens out your posture, Brad, especially if you chin tucked like this.
Right.
So,
And this is something you actually, if you've got bad posture, you're not going to correct it doing this once.
Right.
You need to work on this day after day, and you'll find the difference in how your muscles work, and things will probably feel better in your joints and your
if
muscles.
things have tightened up on you, Brad, that's when it's going to come to these points where you need to start doing some of these stretches and stuff like
Sure.
that. And one of the ones that we really like doing is the foam roller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my shoulder thing off.
Yeah,
because it was
which one do
covering-
you want to use? You
I
probably
like
use
the
that
blue one, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob, I'm stuck. Can you help me here?
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. All right. The foam roller, outstanding product.
Now, if you don't have a foam roller, you could roll just on don't we have one of the big ones, Brad?
The big towel, it's right here, Bob. I tucked it right here, and you get it to be about the same size. If this starts to give you some good relief, this is going to feel a lot better.
Right.
I can guarantee
Foam
you
rollers
that.
are great to have anyway.
Yep.
So, and this is one from OPTP, the same place that sells these.
Right. Yep.
So,
Okay, so we're going to do a little thoracic.
Just to
Oh,
stretch
yes.
that way.
There's a lot of things you can do with a foam roller. This is just one of many, and it is one of my favorites.
So if you are inherently tight, and if you're really tight, it might be to the point, Brad, where your head comes up even. You
Right.
might need to use a towel or
Yeah.
something to.
They actually make
Yeah, they actually make a device that actually fits around the roller.
Right. And I do want to say one thing, Bob, that you don't want to do a foam roller on your table at home. Do it on the carpeted floor. We're doing
Right.
it here just so Lonnie can get a
For
better view.
demonstration purposes.
Right. And I actually prefer this. But yeah, again, you may.
I'm talking about someone that is probably so tight they can't even get their head
Right.
down.
If you
Brad.
get like this and it hurts to get your head down, get some additional support. Oh, that's my tie, Bob.
So if you're really tight, this is something you should do a couple times a day and really let it stretch out. I have a guy on Facebook, Brad, that's having difficulty with this.
Sure, yeah.
And he feels like it's almost too far gone. Well, this is something to try.
Right.
This is you want to just do a good prolonged stretch here for posture.
And if you want to order one of these for this purpose, make sure you get, it's called the low density. That means it's softer. It's going to be much more comfortable than the harder ones. Okay, that's important to know when you.
The other thing I would probably invest in, Brad, is to getting some stretch tubing or therotubing or
Right.
what all the names are, but exercise tubing.
Resistance tubing, etc.
And I keep this, I keep it around a bedpost actually, and
Yeah.
I do these, at, at least twice a day.
Yep.
My wife does these all the way throughout the day. She's got one that's hooked up in the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with one of those door.
Oh, I
holders.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you just very quickly, Brad's going to hold it for me.
We work on low budgets at our house,
Low budget, and also.
but they sure works good for health.
Yeah, and what you can do is you're going to strengthen. I just very quickly I go and do up like this, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm strengthening those posture muscles.
So I'm representing the bedpost here.
Yep, you're the post. Or you could be, they have things that'll hook into the door too, Brad.
Yep.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so you can rip off 30 of these, Brad, is
Sure.
what I do. And then I do 30 at this level, a little bit lower. And then I do 30 this way, palms down.
And you can see what's going on. You can see
Yeah.
the movement here. That's why we have the support at the shoulder with the strap. All these work together to achieve the same goal.
And this takes very little time, Brad.
Right.
I mean, you can do that in a minute almost, maybe a little bit longer.
Right.
And it just puts you in the right position for the rest of the day.
Yep.
So these are some of the little tips. I hope you can make use of them, and I hope they help.
Sounds like the Roadrunner.
Yeah, beep beep. Thanks.